Hey, thanks for joining me. Tonight, coming at you with kind of a lineup of warriors. They're all coming out to play tonight. Yep, Liong Mah did it once again. Redesigned the warrior. You know, he's done it a few times at Warrior 1, Warrior 1 V2, the Warrior 2, and now it's the Warrior 2 V2. So if you're not confused yet, maybe I could clear it up just a little bit. But I don't have any Warrior 1s here, unfortunately, to show you. But we have 4 versions now of this Warrior 2 V2. And let's check a couple out. I'm going to say, he says it's a all new knife. And yeah, I wish I had the older one to compare to, but he says same name, new knife. Let's check it out. You know, I know a few things right off the bat are different. For one, the steel. You got that M390 blade. You can see that belt finish that the Riot does. I think they do that belt finish by hand there. Look at the edge precision, the work. Just excellent. Yeah, maybe that new lighting did help out a little bit. Looks great to my eye, looking through the camera. You see that, how they left the fuller kind of a bead blast, little offset on the look. And that swedge. He said he did the jimping a little different. It is a directional jimping. If you're going into it, it's very sharp and aggressive. Yet if you're coming back, very smooth. Get a good shot of that. Yeah, you can't really, it's very, well, you can, I guess, a little bit. It's pretty hard to see with the eye on how it feels. I mean, you can see it, but meaning with my thumb, you know, it's a huge difference if you're going one way or pulling back. I can't stop looking at that blade. I think he redid the tip on these Warrior 2 V2s, as opposed to the Warrior 1 was more just a constant upswept knife. Let's bring up another one. I think these are the newest ones that just came out, the green micarta. We can still look at the, you know, it's the same knife. Just have 4 different versions of the Warrior 2 V2. These are the green micarta inserts. So on the Warrior 1, I think he had a carbon fiber version, but it might have been the whole scale, where these just have the insert that switched out. You see that it does take that lanyard hole right there in the back. It's nice. It's a nice look on that clip. Makes it look kind of fast, or yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it just adds the elegance to the knife. Whether it's this kind of the same shape as the knife itself, it makes it look fast or something. But yeah, just having that little line there definitely adds a lot to the pocket clip. Once again, same blade. You know, all these have the same finish on the scales and the blade. You know, so far he's come out with 4 versions. Let's get a look at this brown micarta. Yeah, so real micarta. You know, a lot of people have been have been asking for micarta, and some companies don't want to do it for whatever reason. But here it is, real micarta. Check out the edge of that. Just done very well. Again, these are made by Riot Knives. Liong has Riot make the knife, make the warrior for him. Yeah, that did almost shoot out of my hand. Well, this one has a strong detent. These are all just super finish, but there are minor differences on the detent and the smoothest right out of the box. All excellent though. Get a good look at that flipper tab. So this one has a strong detent, like I said, making it probably one of the fastest deploying knives. Actually, you can see that on camera, but just minor differences. I think every one I've seen has been perfectly centered. I used to always check the centering on these. Kind of quit doing it. Look at that. It's hard to get much better. You'd have to get a laser scope out. My laser eyes are not what they used to be, so that looks good to me. One of the fastest deploying flippers I've seen, and then right out of the box, that smooth. And there are some minor differences, I'm sure. I don't think this one is quite as smooth, or the detent is probably more normal. So even though the minor differences, all within, I would say, spec of being excellent. Let's check out this blade a little bit more. These being hand done, I mean, there's minor differences on the grinds. I never notice them, but people say there could be minor differences. I never hardly notice, especially on these Riot made knives. Here's that carbon fiber version. Once again, the jimping going out kind of into the swedge makes it pretty, I don't know, if nothing else, cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's get a look at that carbon fiber. Everybody wants to see that carbon fiber, and for a good reason. It's just done very well. Titanium pivot. Yeah, the carbon fiber version. Once again, it looks excellent. Yeah, not left-handed, that's for sure. Excuse me. So will he come out with a PVD blade and a PVD version of it? I have no idea. Or a blue version, or bronze, or I don't know. Might depend on how popular these are. They seem like great knives to me. Really nice in hand. I have that large size hand. Couple cuts on my hand right before the video, so had to go with it. Got them all cleaned up, but that's what happens when you're messing around with smoother knives. Every once in a while it misses your thumb, your thumbnail, and well, one of them got me, so it happens. Check out that back spacer. You know, it feels real good in hand, that back spacer. Might not be that dramatic to look at, but it does actually provide some jimping traction, I should say. You can see it stands a little proud of the scale there. A better shot of it. So lanyard tube not sticking out too far. I can hardly feel it, but yet you can feel, I suppose, maybe with harder use. Haven't used them too hard here on the table tonight, but I think you can feel that right there. It feels good to me. So, probably see some of these side by side, another knife, and see, you know, how big are these knives? You know, I say I have a large size hand. Well, you know, what does that mean? You know, I always break out with the trusty same ruler. So you're looking at, you know, about 8.5, 3. I always do my layman measurement. You know, 3 3/4, 8.5-ish, under 8.5, truly. 8 1/4 maybe. That's the closest I'm gonna get with the measurement. Really, didn't look for specs online. I mean, it's not, I don't have all my calipers out and everything. You know, 4.5, 4.5 ounces, which is pretty good. This is an all titanium knife, and let's see, they got some milling going on inside. Yeah, they do. Quite a bit of milling. So that's making sense now. You can see how got that little cut out there. It's making it easy to get in there, to close the knife up. I wonder, you know, if this carbon fiber saves you anything. I doubt it. Oh, 0.1. Yeah, about 0.1. I said I doubt it because, you know, you're not going to have the milling on the inside on these ones with the, of course, milled here on the outside is milled off with the insert. Let's check out this micarta. Oh, it feels heavy. 3, 7. So once again, you know, the whole outside being milled off and filled with micarta just saves you a little tiny bit. A size comparison against another competitor knife, comparative knife, I should say. Maybe the K2, you know, another Tonto, another Riot made knife, but it reminded me of it there. And you know, the closest knife always seems bigger, so got out two K2s. We'll stick that in between there, and you'll be able to see, you know, it is a little bit smaller. You can feel it in hand. You can see it here on my, hopefully you can see it. Just a little bit smaller on the blade, and it feels smaller on the handle too. So let's see if I'm holding that knife. Kind of have some extra handle to play around with my hand. Just depends on how I'm holding it. Warrior 2, V2. Still a little extra handle, not tons, just enough. Feels great. Another comparison. Guess maybe put up a Gail Bradley 2. Get those actually pretty darn close. If you look at the handle, get a little extra handle on the Warrior. Oh, I'm bumping everything now. Little extra handle on the Warrior just because of the shape of it. Of course, usually bring out a Mannix to compare to. You'll see the Mannix a little bit smaller. last comparison, I think. Maybe bring out this Mini Horizon. And the Mini Horizon's a little heavier, a little thicker. So the Warrior being a little leaner, a little longer and leaner, I think, overall. Hopefully you can see those comparisons and see that it does fit a large size hand, pretty long and lean. With that new, possibly new blade grind there on the Warriors. It's a great blade grind. The Liong Mah logo is standing out against that wire wheel finish. So will they come out with a black version or anything like that? I know it hardly matters to me at this point. The brown, the green, that all titanium, and of course the carbon fiber. There they are, guys. Thanks for the patience, me getting the video up. It's been a couple days. I said a couple days ago I'd have it up. So, finally got it up. Thanks, Liong. Great. They really came out great. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Maybe we'll see you next time.